I didn't think that I would see you again. And yet, here we are, old foe. Come for revenge of you. I wouldn't blame you. I just... Willkommen, mein old friend. How have you been? Yeah. My Australian sibling. It's good to see you. Then again, I always liked to see you. If we were, for whatever cause, allies, always glad. And if we were enemies, even better. Am I right? Yeah. It's been a long time. A very long time. What is it that siblings drink to celebrate a reunion? What do they imbibe to cheer life when all they know is death? Tell me, do they drink wine or beer? What? Are you from fucking Vienna or something? I thought that you were Australian. Siblings drink beer to celebrate. No water, no wine, none of that talk here. Our trust, our bond, is battle-born after all. Come, drink with me. To better times. Oh. Say what you will about the Bavarians, but they make a good fucking beer. No. You know me. He alone is great and happy who fills his own station of independence and has neither to command or obey. Am I right? We've both served, yeah? I tire of it, that life. It's one of the reasons I invited you here today. Oh, yeah. I'm well. So they make good beer. Those Bavarians, they took my hand. Fortunately, blessed with two of the bastards. But now, I'm blessed with fucking 3. Yeah. They made me the Iron Fist. You heard. 2 arms. They are difficult to use, but they do the trick. And they have a trick too. Yeah, well, I wanted to build an army of automatons, sick of men, so that I was no longer the complaint in the march or the mortality. I swear, after my imprisonment, which I forgive, I thought that I was immortal. I thought that I could never die under the eyes of the Lord. They took my hand. I grew 2 more back. What do you think of that? Drink, Svein. It's a good time to be alive. Oh. Bloody good beer. Still, I can imagine that you were feeling a little nervous. Reichsritter invites you to a meeting. Gottfried Götz, the Iron Hand, from Berlichingen. Yeah. I've been nervous too. What did he want, you thought? The last time we crossed paths was fighting for the League, was it not? Well, for and against. 'Tis funny life as a mercenary. Freelance. March, fight gold. Fight the enemy. March, fight gold. Fight the ally. Swap sides whenever you feel. Whenever you want. It's a powerful position. Your station of independence. Beholden to no one. No. I have no hard feelings for what transpired on that battlefield. You were doing your job, and I was failing to do mine. Besides, it was all for the Emperor, our earthly representation of God on this earth. So, no hard feelings. I say, let bygones be bygones. And by God, with revenge. I invite you here today as my ally. Your reputation has grown immeasurably. But of this, I'm sure you know. Just as mine. As the Iron Fist, the fucking Reichsritter who doesn't give a damn. I don't give a shit. Because it is where there is strong shadow, there is light. And that light, at the moment, it is a zenith, a fucking halo on your head. So yeah, that is what I ask. I ask you to come here to talk mischief with me, to bring your light, to illuminate a shadow in my mind. Mischief? Listen to you. Why cause mischief? Well, for good, it has already been done. And who's done the good? God. Father. It hurts. When I try to articulate individual digits, it hurts. No, not the automaton. The phantom. The shadow. The shadow of my arm. It itches in the night. Do you understand? I feel it still there. When I sleep on it, I physically feel it. You say you can lose something. And even replace it with something else. But it never goes away. It haunts you forever. It is the same with deeds. It is the same with mischief. And mischief is for what I have called you here today. So do not give me any story that said you don't want to commit mischief any longer. Svallian sibling, we are all about the mischief. So shut the fuck up. Drink. Besides, though I serve the gods, I have no intention to go to heaven. Oh, blasphemy. It's not blasphemy. I serve our Lord. Days fault. All that shit. I saw the fucking papacy. I am pious. If a little dark. But in my service, I demand no place, no seat in the heavenly host. Why? Because God gets all the attention. Götz wants some too. The Iron Fist wants some. So listen to my plan. Advise me. That's all you have to do. I have prepared a crude drawing. Well, Neckarzimer, Kronberg Castle. Have my eyes set on it in one way or another. Well, my hand. I told you, it has a trick or two or three. I can hold a quill with it. I can write. I can dance. Well, as badly as I used to be able to. I can fight. Perhaps, though, I cannot laugh with it. But I want to laugh anyway. Give me more. Yeah. You are of renown. I've heard. In one of your previous raids, you did storm Hornberg Castle. And so, with my crude appendage, I have recreated an image of the castle. And I would for you to like, if possible, to go through the image look at it with me and tell me what I'm missing. The weak points, yeah. I want to know everything that you know. So that way, if you want, you can join me. If not, you can back off back to Munich, wherever you're hiding right now. What do you say? Will you help? Good. The map. Here. Come closer. Take a look. So, again, I apologize for the crudeness of my design. Believe me, my drawing was just as bad before I lost my hand. But here we have the steps of Neckersemen. Yeah. A representation of Hohenberg Castle. Now forgive me, but so I lost my hand. Unfortunately, this fun is still dominant. I want you to help me. I want you to indicate on this drawing the exploitable areas of Hohenberg, where I can get in with ease, where I should lay camp, and if required, where I should lay siege to maximize internal casualties. The step plant is here to the north of the castle. It is very open terrain. Now, forgive me. I will immediately eliminate this from any point of entry unless you have information to the contrary. Yeah, I thought as much. So when you went into Hohenberg, you covered your tracks well. Apparently the men said they could not find where you had entered, and you took everyone there by surprise. Very impressive, Svali and Swibbling, very. But where did you enter? Was it from one of the two front gates? No. Okay. Oh. The cliff at the back. But how? Siege ladders. There. Here. Und up the wall. To the window. There were no guards. No guards on this floor at all. Very well. But I heard that you had a contingent of at least 50 trained men in armour who were able to enter. 9. So the small contingent entered through the window on the south-facing wall. And you had extra recruits at the back who scaled the mountain to the rear or the west of the wall of the castle. Und the scullery entrance, yeah? Here. Was it locked? Yeah, of course. One would hope, yeah. So, with the small contingent here, you were able to enter the building and go to the back and unlock the hardened iron door would let in the extraneous forces who had been camping here. Yeah. And from there, once you took the keep, the rest of the bailey fell. Ah, I see. The armory was located here, and that meant that you could resupply with ease. But also limit access on behalf of the Night Watch, so it was a night raid. Would this raid work in the daytime? No. Very good. And I hear that you managed to get down here into the courtyard and set fire to supplies. How did you do that? Oh. Burning arrows from the keep. So you, like a disease, you entered the body and destroyed it from the inside out. Thank you. This is very helpful. And of this you are sure? These are the only exploitable points. Good. Just farting, drink. Do not waste beer. I'm nearly done. I said, I'm nearly done. Yeah. Thank you for the advice. You have ingratiated yourself to the Reichsritter. Imperial power. I have not been 100% honest with you, though, my Svathian sibling. A couple of things. The first, I don't intend to travel to Neckarsemern and Hornberg Castle anytime soon, but I'm also not looking to raid it either. You see, Hornberg Castle is my fucking castle. My home. I spent a long fucking time as a prisoner, and a lot of gold was used to release me. But in the peace that prevailed after, and the promises I made, I amassed a fortune. With that fortune, I purchased Hornberg Castle for a princely sum. And then, what do I hear? My old colleague, a freelance Frischbier, fucking raids it while I'm away on business, trying to drum up another fucking army for another fucking war. A feud. Peasants being peasants, enemies being enemies, infidels being infidels. But that's what I hear when I fucking go off. You invading my castle. But for this, I forgive you. Of course. You did not know that it was mine. The purchase was recent. The legislation had not gone through, the litigation not completed, and I had not even fucking moved in. For that I forgive you. But what I did need to know from you was the points you exploited, so that I could make sure it doesn't happen again. We are square, even. However, there is one other thing I misled you about. Svan, sibling. I've forgiven you for the league issues with others and all the times that we were foes. But I learned recently that you were in Bavaria. Then I had my accident. In fact, I had my voice too. I learned that the cannon was not fired by you, but certainly ordered. And I know you knew it was fucking aimed at me. You took my hand. And so, the lie was that I have forgiven you. But I have not. You took my hand. And perhaps it's all right. You know? Perhaps I could let that go. I also told you that my new fun is a few tricks. A trick. And that's true too. Listen. So, my Svan sibling, thank you for your gracious information. But one thing I will tell you is, don't turn your back on the enemy. But do turn your back on your friend, for I exposed my back to the enemy. Because, well, da wirken wir Arschnicken, ja? Und my friend, I am afraid